Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Pirate Prepper here. Well, with all the things that have happened recently, it's time to take another look around and kind of focus on a few things. First of which is, don't panic. Seriously, don't. Okay, so some gubernatorial races went the right way and some didn't. In either case, in general, things aren't going to change much for the people involved. And for the rest of us, nothing's really going to change either. The mandate has been postponed. It hasn't been struck down yet, but it's been postponed until after the holiday season. Something to think about there. Excuse me. What happens when all these essential Christmas workers suddenly quit their jobs or are fired because they refuse to get stuck? All these companies that sent in letters to the government saying, hey, don't do this yet. We got to get through the holiday season. Then when we've got our money, then you can go after people. Something to think about. But that's still not something to go head over heels nuts about. We're in a mess. We're looking at a bigger mess. The economy is what it is. It's not pretty. Inflation's over 5% this month. I know our shopping bill was ridiculous just the other day. And the quality of the products is dropping. Catch my bacon video. You'll like it. But we're looking at a situation where we need to, excuse me again, really look at what we get. And I don't mean like purchasing, but what is provided to us or allowed to us. Okay, I've been working for X number of years. I put X number of dollars into retirement. I put X number of dollars into Social Security. What am I going to get out of it? Depending on who you talk to, there may not be anything there when I retire. There may be nothing there tomorrow. I don't know. But I need to be planning ahead, just like you, about that sort of thing. And not just for retirement. What happens if the economy does tank tomorrow? And I don't think it'll be a sudden overnight drop and a crash. I think this is a long grind. I think inflation is going to slowly whittle away at everything we make, at everything we save. That new set of tires you want that are $1,000, well, they're probably going to be $1,500, $2,000 in the not too distant future, depending on who you're listening to. Your food costs. $6 a pound bacon. That's ridiculous. How much is beef right now? How much is pork? How much is chicken? Some are still kind of cheap because they're using old stocks. But as the feed costs go up, so the cost of the meat is going to go up. Gasoline. They're already talking $6 a gallon. Maybe as much as $10 a gallon. Certain places in the continental U.S. Those of you in Alaska who are already paying close to $10 times, sorry. Something to think about. What we can do to reduce our needs as far as gas or heating oils, propane. And I don't mean don't cook. I'm saying, okay, you fire up that barbecue grill. Don't let it heat up for 20 minutes. Don't burn it off. Scrape the stuff off, warm it up and go. Reduce your waste as opposed to making dire changes. Sure, you can buy a brand new pickup that gets 35 miles to the gallon. And it's not a gas guzzler like your 14 miles per gallon beast now. But I'll bet your current vehicle is paid off versus that $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 vehicle. Just to save a few dollars on gas? I don't know. Figure the math on how much you drive in the next 10 years. What's the price difference? I know the insurance difference is brutal. And what's it do to your credit? Just saying. There's a lot of things we can do. Plant a garden. Plant some indoor herbs. Look at what you really need for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months. And right now, certain things are still reasonably cheap, if you can find them. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, some of the other places, Walmart. The shortages are starting to show up here and there. There's a lot of other videos about that. A lot of people showing pictures of empty shelves and shelves packed with things that don't quite fit, but they put them there to have something on the shelf. How much does a year's worth of toothpaste cost? Do you have to have that $6 a tube specialty stuff? I don't know. That's up to you. But if you use a tube a month, 12 tubes, just throw them in your cart during a shopping trip. Doesn't increase your bill that much, and you're covered for a year. Same with other medications. Need some Pepto, some Kaopectate, or the generic equivalents? Might want to get it. Cold pills. Hey, we're coming into cold and flu season, and you'll note we actually had, 2,000 cases of flu in the country. I guess something else eats the flu? I don't know. But it's something to prepare for. It's something to think about. That cold season's coming up. Not everything's the Rona. So go grab some over-the-counter meds. Grab some toothpaste. Grab some things the price is going to go up on, or shortage is going to happen. Most of these things are made in China or India. And guess what? They're not shipping. In fact, China's government just told its people to put back a year's worth of food. What do they know that we don't? What are they planning that we don't know? I keep harping on a year's worth of everything. There's a reason for that. In most cases, it's the simplest way to think of things. 12 times something. If you use one a month, buy 12 of them. You got a year covered. Toilet paper. If you use a 4-pack a month, buy 12 4-packs. I don't know. That one's on you. But even that, we're probably looking at shortage again, depending where you're at. What do you need to get through your day comfortably? Why suffer if you don't have to? This is the point to putting things back, not suffering. Putting back a couple cases of beans, a couple cases of tomatoes. It saves you money when you're buying in bulk. Okay, you've got to find a place to put it, but still. You're saving money against future inflation, 1. 2, You have it. You don't have to go to the store. You don't have to try and scrounge it. You have it. I remember my grandmother and my mother being the primary people involved, but grandfather and father were always involved too, with canning, putting stuff up. Tomatoes, the gardens with the loaded tomatoes. Canning that stuff, putting it in the shelves in the basement or on the side porch. Having that food to last through the winter so we didn't have to go to the store and buy a ton of stuff. You know, a 35 pack of seeds, 35-cent pack of seeds back then, you know, how much food did that provide? How many jars were put up because of it? Something to think about. If you've got the space and the ability, hey, at least do something. So, bit of a ramble today. Sorry about that. Going to do one more. So, y'all have fun. Chat at you later. Power Pepper out.